in a jankety alleyway.
I think that's beautiful. I think that's great.
With Knox. I'm Ricki. We're going to build a Lego set. We got baby Groot here.
Yes,
We're
we do.
not going to get through this whole thing, even though I know you love Legos.
We might get through this whole thing.
I don't know if you think you can get through this whole thing?
How many bags are there? How many bags?
3 bags?
They're small pieces. Probably not the whole thing, but I will eventually do this, and then I'll show you the final product.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you love Legos.
I do.
Which I love about you. You also love Marvel, which is why we went with Baby Groot.
I love, yeah,
Baby
thank
Groot's
you.
my favorite.
I was scared for what you were going to show up with,
no.
honest.
Gotta do something that I knew that you would like.
No,
you also really like using play on words for your lyrics in your songs.
Yeah.
What's the one line that you would say you're most proud of that you got done? That you were just like, yeah, that was fire.
I mean, honestly, the whole concept of like love letter, I'm pretty proud of.
Okay.
Like the whole, as a whole, I'm pretty proud of that one. But is a line, I think my most slept on line is in NYC. It's like, I should go to Washington because I'm a monumental mess, like the Washington monuments. Most people never even catch that.
I didn't even put that together.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why it's my favorite too. It's like slept on. You know
okay, yeah, you're very sly with that. Very sly.
Thank you.
You're releasing a song at midnight tonight.
Yes.
Girl on the Internet.
Yes, I'm so excited.
What is the inspiration behind that?
So I really just wanted to write a song that was like, obviously it's like the song's about a girl, but it's more so a song just about like social media in general and how, like, you know, I feel like we always have to make everything look like everything is great all the time, even though, you know, it's not great all the time, and that's okay. And like, but I felt like when I started doing my artist thing, and once I got Instagram followers and that became part of like social media became a big part of my life, it was like I was just constantly always just being like trying to make everything in life look super cool and like everything was great, even though
hype it up.
Yeah, like even if I was having like the worst day ever, I would still have to post and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so, you know what I mean? So it kind of came from that, and we just kind of turned it into like this is the story of a girl. We kind of like just wanted to put that spin on it, which I thought was cool.
Okay, so then tell the internet your elevator pitch to listen to that song.
Oh,
quick one.
Okay, you should listen to it because it's like, it has the craziest rock song intro, and then it tells a really sad story about a girl, and I think it's good.
I love that. Okay. You're a Nashville local.
Yes.
We have so many amazing music venues, just like Brooklyn Bowl, which we're at right now.
Yeah.
What is a bucket list venue for you in Nashville?
I mean, definitely the Ryman, but to be honest, this is like, I might cry
Brooklyn
on stage. Oh, dude, I've seen some of my favorite artists here, and so the fact that it's like finally my turn to play here, it like, even before I was an artist, I've seen so many people here. So like,
that makes me so happy.
Yeah, no, this is a big night for me. I'm very excited.
Oh, I mean, I love this venue too because it's so unique. I mean, there's literally bowling alleys inside the venue. You could bowl while watching people play. It's pretty crazy. Oh, it's my turn. Is it?
Stick it on there.
Right here?
Oh yeah, that's money. I think we're gonna be able to do the whole head. I think at least close to it.
All right, let's try. Let's try our best. Okay, so speaking of being a Nashville local, how long have you been here?
I've been here 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, longer than people think. Yeah. Most people think that I moved here and that it happened very fast, and that could not be any further from the truth.
What made you fall in love with this city specifically?
If I'm being honest, I came here when I was in college, and I was just like, wow, there's so much music, and you know, even if it like obviously when I came down, it was like Broadway and whatever, but I just like loved it, and when I decided I wanted to go do music, it was like that or LA, and if I'm being just completely candid, this place is closer to my mom, and I was like, it's gonna be easier to go home and see my parents and like things like that.
Where's home?
Dayton, Ohio. So just like 5 hours.
Oh, that's so close.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like great because it's everything that I need, and like also if I need to go home and just get away from everything, it's super easy.
I love that. Okay, so would you say you're a mama's boy?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I wish he was here tonight. I think my dad might be coming. I think he's trying to surprise me because he hasn't said it. But I think my sister ruined the surprise and told me. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, well, I hope he makes it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if he was here.
Okay. If there was a universe where your 10-year-old self could go into the future and see you right here, right now, playing at one of your top-of-the-line bucket list venues right now, what do you think would be the first thing out of his mouth?
Would be like, holy cow, you did it, dude. Like, you know, I feel like for so long when you're trying to make music, you like always are like man, I want to be that person on stage. I want to be able to do that one day. And I remember going to shows growing up and just being like, how, like I always thought seeing people, it was like, it's not that unrealistic because that person's up there doing it. And that was kind of how I always thought it. So I think that would just be mind blowing that I'm actually like doing it.
Doing it. So then has this been your dream, like your entire life, is to do music?
Make
music, perform on stage?
No, I always like loved music a lot.
I keep just stealing random pieces,
dude,
and when it's my turn, you tell me.
I got you. No, I always like really loved music, and I always knew it was like, I always knew it affected me differently than most people. But like I didn't decide to do it until like I was like 19. I'm 26 now. I just turned 26, and so, yeah. And then once, like, I just never thought it could be a job. You know what I mean? Like when you grow up in the middle of nowhere in Ohio, there's not a lot of people who do this. So, yeah, it was never something that seemed realistic until I got older. And then I was like, no, that person did it, so I can do it if I try.
What was that like turning point moment where you then were like, oh, I can do that? Was there a moment that you remember where the switch just flipped and you were like, yes?
Yes and no. It's one of those things. I never, like, even still today, I still sometimes feel like an imposter. But like
imposter syndrome's real.
Dude,
I have it too.
It never ends. Also.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't really like a switch. I just remember moving here.
I can't even do the one piece, guys.
No, you got it. That's perfect. Yeah, no, they like, it was so weird. When I got here, I got the worst, best advice that I've ever received.
I love that. What was it?
It was, so I was working with these guys when I moved here, and the guy was like, what do you want to like be? And I was like, I want to be Ed Sheeran. Like, that was like what I told this guy. And he was like, all right, well, get that out of your head. You're never going to be Ed Sheeran. And that was like what he told me. And then he said, just remember that every time you step up to a mic in Nashville doing open mic nights and all those kind of things, he was like, every time you step up to the microphone, there are 900 other people in the city that are doing the exact same thing. And he was like, there's always going to be one that is working harder than everybody else. And that was like what he told me. He was like, there's always going to be somebody like outworking you. And like when he told me that, I was just like, well, somebody has to be that guy that is working harder than everybody else. And so I always just told myself that I wanted to be that person. Like,
okay, you want to outwork everybody else.
Yeah, that was like, I was always just like, if you work really hard, even if I fall on my face, at least I worked really hard and did my best. You know what I mean?
No, I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but that was like the best, worst advice, because he told me that, and I was like, well, somebody's got to be the guy that's working hard. So I was like, I want to be that guy.
Sometimes advice where you go, wow, that made me feel a little shitty. Yeah. It's actually what you needed to hear in that moment in order to do what you want to do next.
Yeah, and I do think that conversation like really did change my life, because they were like, you'll never be that. And I'm just like, I'm a very bitter person sometimes.
Bitter? No!
Not bitter. But
you don't seem bitter at all.
But
I see you out around town all the time, and you always look like you're happy and having a good time.
Yeah. But when it comes to this, I'm just like very like, you know, if somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm like, you don't tell me what I can't do. Like,
okay, you're stubborn.
Yeah. I'm like, who are you to tell me I'm not?
Hell yeah, but that's what makes great people are the stubborn ones that go, screw you, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, right. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take that for sure. You know.
All right, so I know you also are obsessed with Crocs. Crocs are your thing.
Okay, you guys know your stuff.
You love Crocs. I'm a big fan.
I do.
If you could create your own gibbets, the little charms for your Crocs, what would they look like?
Ooh.
Like the Knox pack, like the 5-pack, what would it be?
I mean, if it was like Knox, it would be like we would have a sneaker.
Okay.
Probably have like a boxing glove for man down. What else would we do? There's maybe a little light bulb for our song Porch Lights. That would be cool. Maybe one that just is like Knox written in laces or something, like shoelaces.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Creative.
Yeah, I've never really thought about that, but I feel like there's a lot of cool things you could do.
I'm hitting the hard-hitting questions
I know.
here.
I love it. I love it.
Okay. As the Nashville local, we're going to do this or that Nashville version.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay. I love games.
A night at the end or a night on Broadway?
Oh, I'm going to go night on Broadway. Like, just because I don't spend a lot of time on Broadway, but I always will be like, oh, I hate Broadway. But 95% of the time, if I end up there, it's probably because I'm having a good time.
Okay, so I can confirm locals in Nashville hate Broadway,
yes,
but we do go every so often. And every time that I go, I'm like, yo, I had a great night.
Right? It's like, it's
Why
never
do I hate
that
that
bad.
place?
It's never that bad.
It's like the first 10 minutes you're there, you're like, why am I here right
Yep.
now?
And then you're like drunk. And
Yes.
you're like, oh, that's why I'm here. Okay. I forgot.
Exactly. Okay, Mrs. Kelly's or Santa's Pub for
Ooh,
karaoke.
Santa's. Because I have, that place holds dear in my heart. You were actually there. I think that was when I met you.
Yes.
That was, I got to meet Ed Sheeran, and he's like my hero, and I got to meet him there, and it was, yeah, I will never forget that pretty much ever.
He did a pop-up at Santa's Pub. It was phenomenal.
It was so cool.
I also felt so bad for everybody that missed it because
Yeah.
everybody was like texting me. They're like, I can't believe I left the concert and didn't go to Santa's Pub.
Yep. Yep.
That's amazing, though. I love Ed Sheeran as well.
Dude, me too.
Okay, driving or electric scootering around
dude, I
town?
love hopping on a bird.
I had a freaking feeling.
I
I had
do.
that sense. I was like, he's
I like
100% picking
It's fun.
electric scooter.
Yeah, you know me. You do know me.
But like those things when you're driving are so annoying.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I
when you're
know. When you're on the road, you're like, dude, get out of the way. But then, like, you'll do it, and you're like, oh, wait, I'm
The breeze in
I'm
your
that
hair.
dude. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Daddy's Dogs or Hattie B's?
Oh, Hattie B's.
Really?
Yeah, I love Hattie B's, dude. I went on a big Hattie B's
Breaking my
kick.
heart.
I know.
love Daddy's
I
Dogs.
love Daddy's Dogs, but the only time I ever eat Daddy's Dogs is if I'm on Broadway, extremely intoxicated. So I'm always like, oh, Daddy's Dogs. You know what I mean? But I love Hattie B's. I'll go to Hattie B's any day of the week. I had the Shut the Cluck Up for the first time.
Okay.
The sandwich. I almost finished the whole thing, but then I started crying. So it was, I had to
Too
stop.
spicy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I had it though for a minute, and I was pretty proud of myself, if I'm being honest.
And then it just hit you.
Yeah, and I was like,
No
oh.
turning back.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm not as tough as I thought I was.
Is there anything that we can expect from your performance tonight that's like different maybe from the rest of the tour?
Dude, I actually got a couple surprises tonight,
Oh,
and
you
I'm really
do?
excited.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, we're gonna do, and I'm a little nervous because we've never done them before. But it's gonna be, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm very,
Okay.
very, very
I
stoked.
won't push you to tell anything
No,
because I want to be surprised.
Yeah.
This interview is going to go up tomorrow, but I want to be
Amazing.
surprised as to what actually
When
happens.
you walk away, I'll whisper it in the camera, or I'll whisper it in my microphone.
Okay, perfect.
It'll be sick.
I'm so excited to see you,
Dude.
especially now knowing that this is your like bucket list
Yeah, dude.
place.
Oh, thank you guys.
That is so exciting. Nothing makes me happier than watching people achieve their dreams,
Thanks, dude.
especially when I know that it's something that's so hard. You know what I mean? And
Thanks,
not
man.
everybody gets to.
That
So
means a lot.
I'm fucking psyched for you.
Thanks, dude. That means so much. Seriously.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me and building Legos.
Of course. I almost got this tape built.
Okay,
And then
sick.
we'll have a part of it, which I'm pretty stoked about.
I was no help whatsoever.
That's all right. No, you
But-
did. You put on these two. I needed that white piece and that red piece. That was essential to the building process.
Super essential.
Absolutely. Here, we'll just cut to this once
I'm
it's
hyped
finished.
that it's like we got at least one piece done.
Oh, hey, I do this, bro. You should see. I'll have to send it to you on Instagram. I have a ridiculous Lego collection in my house. It's kind of embarrassing.
Which one's your favorite one?
So I bought. This is really irresponsible of me. I can't believe I'm about to tell my manager this, but I spent a lot of money on a. It was the Daily Bugle from Spider-Man. Have you ever seen Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Movies? It's like the news place.
Yeah.
It's like this tall, and it's up on my so I have a Lego shelf that has all my
Oh, you have
Legos.
a specific
Oh.
shelf for your
Oh,
Legos.
dude, I'm not messing around. But I got a whole shelf, and it's on the top, and it almost touches the ceiling of my bedroom.
Jesus Christ, that means it's
so
like half the
sick.
size. I'm only 4'11". That
It's
means
so
it's half
sick,
the size
dude.
of me.
I'll send you a picture of it. It's my baby. It's my prized possession.
I love it. Okay, well now you're gonna have Baby Groot as well. Up on
Oh
the
yeah,
shelf.
dude. No, seriously, thank you guys. This is like, it's just made my day. Hold on, let me put on these last two stickers, and then I'll show you.
Gotta have the stickers. Without the stickers, it's not
Oh, I
complete.
put on. That's a rogue sticker, but it's we're good. We're good.
Perfectly imperfect.
Perfectly
That's always the
imperfect.
motto.
Boom. There we go. Awesome Mix
Cassette
Volume
tape
1.
done.
There we go.
Thank you so much,
sick.
Knox.
Dude,
I
thank you,
appreciate
dude. This is awesome. Yo, I'm taking all this.
Yeah,
You guys are seriously the best. This is so cool.